Hey, little man. He's so cute. Hi. Sitting out here doing some work with some dogs. Really got me thinking about a training concept that I use. I wonder if this training concept works on humans. And the fact of, ever notice when your dog is scared of something, when it's nervous about something, you know the best thing to do to be able to build your relationship with them is to make them go through that fear. If they're scared of storm drains, if they're scared of walking up, if they're scared of jumping over things, if they're scared of even walking by your side, you kind of keep making them do it over and over. And then you somehow just in the end, the magic just happens that the dog just loves you even more. Such a very interesting concept. My name is Mark Anthony Bose Jr., and I was born July 4th of 1986. Today I want to talk about something that I feel like a lot of us need to start pursuing a little bit more, and that's just dealing with what we're scared of and just fighting through it and just getting past it. Because a lot of times things that we're scared of it for a reason. We're scared of it because if we actually did get past and get that next step going forward, that we would actually be able to have the success that we were actually looking for. But since we're so scared, we're not able to actually move and progress and do that next thing, because the next thing is going to bring some more things that you're going to be scared of, and more is going to keep coming to you. But if you don't get past that first one, you're never going to be able to have a chance to make it to that next. And I just noticed that it's a very interesting situation when it comes to dogs. That's why a lot of dog sports are very interesting for working with them when they're scared of some things, like dog sports, like agility, like even PSA, going deep into bite work and doing anything like that with your animals, doing dock diving, doing the hula hoop stuff, doing anything with your dog, getting them to get over their fears. So they're scared to go up that big, tall dog walk and that real narrow thing. But as soon as you get them to go through it, you come to realize that the life of the dog really starts to upgrade to just really liking you and loving you even more, because they realize there's nothing to be scared of. If you're not scared, then why am I scared? And then you're not scared to get me to push it through it, then everything is all good. Then the dog just has an absolute blast. Like, they always have this like super nervous thing going on, and then afterwards they get past it, they're just so ecstatic. They just can't even control themselves. They just go wild. It's a very interesting thing to see, because I wonder how that is with us as human beings and things that go on with us, that a lot of times when we're scared of things, we just avoid it. And I notice that a lot of people do that with their dogs when they work with them. When they see their dog is scared of another dog, the first thing they do is avoid them. They see a dog is scared of people, what's the first thing they do is they avoid people. Then you come to realize day after day, week after week, month after month, and finally past that year, you realize, man, my dog is getting really, really bad. It's getting just savage. It's just screaming at everybody. It's just lunging and barking and growling at every single person. It's like, yeah, because you kept telling them, just as scared as you are, I'm scared. And just thinking about that really puts a lot in me, to think about us with our children, our family, with our own selves, with what it is that we do on a day-to-day basis. That if you're scared of something and all you do is continuously keep avoiding it, you're going to end up in that same situation where you're just going wild. You're just going crazy. You just are going to have a meltdown. You're going to have the excessive amount of anxiety, that you're going to start having panic attacks. You're going to start getting into deep depressions. You're going to start having all kinds of issues going on with, if you just keep avoiding all of your fears instead of just dealing with it, getting forward with it, pushing through it, and realizing that once you push through it, that it really wasn't that bad. Like, such as being able to stand up and speak in front of a whole lot of people. You're going to realize that once you get done, it's not like I'm going to say very, very rare, very, 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 very rare, but nothing is never always and nothing is never, never. But it's going to be a very, very rare, very never situation that you're just going to get out of it and not alive, or in jail, or something really, really super crazy bad happens to you. You're just going to stand up, you're going to speak, you're going to get through it, you're going to deal with all that's going on inside of you, all these emotions that are going on inside of you, everything that's happening inside of you. You're just going to get through it, you're going to make it through it, you're going to get past it, and you're going to stand there and you're just going to be in silence for a second, just say, it's done, it's finished, everything is good to go. Hey, Oreo, let's get down. Everything is good to go now. And it's a very interesting situation. There's a lot of that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. Such as some people are just too afraid to even like stand up in front of your boss man and say, hey man, I need some money. You know, you've been paying me this $16.50 an hour in the past 2 years, and I've been performing, I've been working. A lot of us are too hesitant to just stand up for our own selves and say, I need something here. Because what's the worst they could say? No. And then when they say no, you're just going to have the same old thing again. Then you can make a decision to do what you want to do next based on how you feel, based on that response that they gave you. But if you never even put yourself out there, if you never even gave it a chance, you have no idea where you would end up. You have no idea what the outcome could be. So I feel like a lot of us are just dancing around what we're scared of instead of just going head first into it and just dealing with it and just figuring out what's going to happen on the end. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. There's one thing that I do know with working with dogs, that once I push them through that basic thing of fear, they come to realize that their life is better and better. Then they stop to be so afraid of a whole lot of other things. So such as like working with this dog today, he was scared of the storm drains, the drains where all the water of the streets run off, because they're around here, they're big. They're big, they're scary, they're dark, they're just a lot with it. And this little dog, this little thing was just looking at it like, I don't know about that. And once I got him to understand that that was okay, every other little thing that he was scared of, the bushes, scared of other people, scared of dogs, scared of all these things, he literally let all that go once he realized that one thing was okay. And once I pushed him through it to realize this is all right, man, you're not going to die. The end of the world isn't here. And I'm going to show you, because I'm confident knowing that everything is going to be fine getting through this. He just relaxed and just said, you got it. And I feel like that's just a very, very good understanding of what I feel like when I see my life today, when I started to introduce and start to put heavily into my heart of knowing who God is to me and what he's able to do for me and what he's done for me, is being able to realize that he knows what's good. He's already written the book. He's already had the start. He's already had the finish. And he told me what to be afraid of. He told me what to be worried about. And he told me not to be afraid of it and not to be worried about anything. So if I'm not to be afraid and worried about anything, that he's got my back, he's got everything for me, then why am I going to be sitting here trying to dance around worrying about if I'm going to be in lack or if I'm going to have or if I'm going to be able to make it? And that's some things that just with me just has really been able to transform my life. Instead of just sitting all day and every day just worried, just anxious, just irritated, just depressed, just pissed off even, just frustrated, just realize and let it all that go. Let it go knowing that it's going to be all right. I don't need to be scared over there. I got it. Everything's going to be fine. And if I just stay true and stay firm with what it is that I believe in and stay with my faith at 100%, that everything's going to be all right. And I don't know, people. The more and more I just keep on living out here and doing what I'm doing, especially doing what it is that I feel like I've been pushed and forced into doing, such as sitting here and talking or standing or whatever, sitting here talking in front of a camera that I know for a fact I couldn't do just even a year ago. And just doing some things today, especially working with these animals, doing something with these dogs that it's just incredible to me. And it's not even just these dogs. I train these chickens. I train this donkey. I train these cows. I train all these animals out here. It's just something that, for me, that's what I was supposed to do. For you, I don't know what it is that you're supposed to do. But for me, I felt like God was telling me to do this, and you're going to be good at this, and just keep on performing at this, and you're going to watch something great come from it. Because it's not going to be so much work for you. It's just going to be something that you enjoy doing. And I come to realize on a day-to-day basis, I do something that I really enjoy doing, that I just don't get too frustrated. I don't get too led just astray, feeling as if I don't know if I'm going to be able to perform or not. Where I feel like I run into a case today where I'm always going to be able to perform. I get into a case where if I stand up and someone asks me a question, that I know I'm always going to have an answer for it. I know I'm always going to be well prepared for it. I know I got everything needed to be able to get done what it is that I need to get done, because it's all already inside of me. It's not anything in reality that I could have learned or someone could have taught me. It was already in me. Someone could teach me, show me, and be able to guide me to just build more and more of that out of me. But at the same time, I feel like I just watch other people just to see what they're doing, just to know that, man, I already know that, I already do that, and just to really amplify what it is that we already know. We all have something like that. For me, it's working with a specific set of tools that I have. For you, it's a completely different thing that I don't know what it is. It's only for you to figure out what it is that is inside of you to be able to do. But a lot of that is going to be able to come to fruition if you just have a good understanding of stop being so scared about what it is that you're going to do. Stop being so scared about putting yourself out there. A lot of us are so scared to put ourselves out and basically in reality demanding what it is that you need to be able to put yourself out there to do what it is you need to do. That a lot of us are just too scared. We're too scared to step up to that boss and say, hey, you know what? That 50 an hour is not going to cut it. I need quadruple that. I need 20 times that. That's just not going to cut it for what it is that I'm bringing to the plate here, for what it is and how I'm able to be able to transform your life, how it is I'm able to make sure that you're moving on to the right path instead of just having the same old. And that's something that a lot of us really need to just get past a whole lot of things that we have in the fear inside of us, thinking that you don't know, because the biggest thing is I'm going to say you don't know what that other person needs and the other person wants and the other person desires. You know that you yourself may not even pay that or be able to afford that, care to even want to do that, but someone else needs something that you have. And it's something that I feel like needs to be said to more and more people, to get out there and start doing more of what it is that you're supposed to be doing out here, instead of just consistently doing what you think other people want you to do. You got to do what you need to do. And what you need to do, everyone around you is going to basically say, no, that ain't going to work. You're not going to be able to make that happen. You're not going to be able to flourish in that. That's not going to go anywhere, because in their brain, they don't have the dream that you have. So don't even try to put your dream on somebody else. Don't even try to just latch on to someone else to try to convince them that you're going to be able to make it. And if they just follow along, they're not there for for you. They're not there with you. They don't have the dream that you have. You got your own dream. You got your own passion. You got your own desires to do what it is that you need to do. And it's something that you need to just stand up and stop being afraid of what it is that you have and what it is that you want to do, and just get out there and just do it. Just make it happen and just put yourself through it. Because I just come to realize and notice that the more and more that I let go and I just allow God to be able to push me through and just be able to motivate me to do what it is that I need to do, the less scared I am. And the less scared I am is the same essence that I work with these dogs, that they start to have more and more faith in me. They start to have more and more trust in me. Our relationship just gets stronger and stronger. And I feel like that's exactly what happens to me and with me and with everything that I have going on a day-to-day basis today, that I just have a much stronger relationship, where now things are a little different. That when I'm needing, when I'm lacking, when I'm in a situation where I'm trying to figure out what it is that I need to do, I just have a great relationship with knowing that the Creator, that God, is able to have my back, be able to have me, and He's going to take care of me. And the closer and closer I keep getting with Him, the more and more that I trust Him, the more and more I put my faith in Him, the more and more that I don't have to have any fear, any worry, any anxiety out here, the more and more that we're able to be able to work together and be able to get some stuff done. I know a lot of y'all I feel like don't really quite understand that. And I'm telling you, you don't understand it because you're not quite putting yourself out there to do what it is that you really want to do, that you're just still scared. And I'm telling you, you're just scared about what it is that you don't know. And being scared of what you don't know, I get that. I totally understand that. It's not like I was just here doing what I was doing every single day, that something had to change, something had to happen, something had to transform in my life to be able to get me to the point of doing what it is that I'm doing today. And that was for me to have to get into a very sticky situation, a very life-ending type situation, where I was at the bottom of the bottom to be able to figure out where it is that I need to be able to get to next. And sometimes some of us just need that. Some of us require that. But I'm going to say that I hope that you don't have to do that. I hope that you can listen to what someone has to say someday and just decide to make a chance and make a change and just say, I want to do that. Even though I don't know, I'm scared of what's going to happen. It doesn't matter. All of that doesn't matter. I'm telling you. If you just stop having all the fear, if you just stop having all the anxiety, wondering about what's going to happen, where this is going to come from, how you're going to be able to make this work, and just listen to yourself and do what it is you need to do, you're going to start living a completely different world, a completely different life in this world, and you're not even going to be able to. You're going to get on this on a camera yourself, and you're going to start telling the rest of the world about what's coming to you, because there's just no way that. Hey Johnny, let's get down. Oreo, down. You're going to have no way but to just have to tell the whole world about it, because that's just how personally I feel today, that I have no choice but to tell the whole world about what it is that's going on with me on a day-to-day basis, and just continue to keep doing this every single day, to just keep bringing more and more people in and what it is that's happening to me. That no, I'm not going to try to talk about showing off and this and showing off that I got this, I can buy this, I can go there, I can do this trip, I can do. No, none of that matters. What matters is the fact that I'm putting my trust into something that I can't see, putting my trust into something I can't hear, putting my trust into something I can't feel, I can't touch, I can't even communicate with, putting my trust into something that is just so much greater than myself, and realizing that things just come back to me. And it comes back to me in such a great way. It doesn't come back to me in a way that I just sit down and things come to me. No, I got to put in action. God tells me to do something, inspiration comes to me to tell me to do something, I got to put in action. I got to put action in to be able to get done, to make sure that I start doing what it is that I need to do. And then when I start doing that, things just start coming, things just start happening. And I have no choice but to just explain that and show that and say that to more and more people, because I'm telling you, you can do exactly what you want to do. This weekend, I was just around a guy that just had a dream when he was a little kid, decided he wanted to do something to be someone in this world and this planet. And today he's living that dream. And it was such an inspiration to be able to be around somebody like that, watching him do what it is he likes doing. It ain't work. It's not worrying about the time. He's worrying about let's keep going, because more and more people need some more help today. And he just has the inside of him to just keep going because he's doing exactly what it is that he wants to do. And he had a dream as a child wanting to do this, and now he's there making it happen. And it's just an absolutely incredible thing, being able to be so close to someone for the first time in my life that's just like that in reality. I've never been around anybody that's just kind of moving and cruising and doing things like that in this world. I just feel like I've been around a lot of people that just manipulated and cheated to get their self to be able to get where they got, sold stuff to people that they really didn't need to be able to get where they got, or just did some shady stuff under the table to be able to get what it is that they got. They didn't actually just like have this passion, have this dream, start working on this dream, start dialing in on this dream, and start putting this dream out to market, and starting to just trust that this dream is going to be able to make it and just be able to be good for them. And it's such an incredible thing that I just keep learning and keep growing and keep doing what I'm doing to realize that soon enough, one day, I'm going to be able to have that exact same thing. For what it is, I don't know yet. But for what it is right now, I'm just going to continue to keep working. I'm going to continue to keep making it happen, so that the next time when someone has a question, I'm going to be able to answer that question very, very thoughtfully, very respectfully, and just very, very knowledgeably at the same time. That they're going to have no choice but to say, hey man, what's going on with you? How you doing? I need you to help me with this over here. And I'm gonna say, I can help you with that because I know a whole lot about that. With that, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for today, for another absolutely interesting day, another absolutely amazing day. A day that is starting to get chilly, but thankfully I got stuff to be able to wear, you know what I'm talking about, to be able to make sure that things are going to be all right this cold. We got a little crow front coming in, I guess so, and it's all good. But I just greatly appreciate being able to consistently be out here to be with these dogs, to do what it is that I'm doing, and keep working with these dogs, and keep helping as many people as I possibly can, to keep watching them have more success and have more freedom, have more joy, have more peace, have more relaxation in reality in their life, not having so much to worry about. That if I could do one thing to be able to make you not have so much worry, that's something that I feel like I'm proud of, that being able to make sure that you have one less thing that's going crazy in your world, that now you can just focus on doing something else, and that's good to go. And I'm just so I feel so blessed today with being able to do this and being able to be here, that things are different than I thought they were going to be, especially a year ago compared to where I am today. This year so far has been extremely different. Something that I feel like I know I have never been able to experience and never been able to witness. This year so far already has been a year that I've never had in my entire lifetime. And it's not even the 22nd, 23rd, I don't know, it's not even the end of the month yet, and I'm already at a point that like I said, I've never done this my whole life. This is the first of the first of all first, and I can't give any more credit than to God for being able to allow me to be able to get to this point. And I'm just absolutely thankful, and I want you to know that things can be just absolutely amazing for you in your life, depending on what it is that you want to start believing in, and depending on if you want to start getting past your fears and just start dealing with it. Just go head on with it, and just see what happens. Just see what happens. All right, okay, guys, y'all good.